So, welcome back. We're going to talk about the bargaining power of suppliers. Now, the bargaining power of suppliers is also impacted by a lot of things. And the more bargaining power that suppliers have, the less power you as a new entrant to an industry will have. So first of all, if there is a large degree of, or if there is a large size and concentration of suppliers, then they will have more power over you. So for example, if you are trying to buy chairs, maybe for a restaurant, and there's only 2 chair makers in town, you're going to choose chair maker A or chair maker B's products. And if you don't like A, then probably you pretty much have to go with B, or if you don't like B, you pretty much have to go with A, because they are the only chair makers in town, at least in this example. Right? Versus if you can get chairs made by 100 different suppliers of chairs, then you can kind of go back and forth and say, well, this other chair maker gives me a better price, can't you do any better? And if they can't, then you can just kind of keep going around until you find the best possible price. Okay? So size and concentration of suppliers would have a positive impact on the bargaining power of suppliers. And again, the same thing with client switching costs is also germane here. So if you have high switching costs from one supplier to another, that would also increase the bargaining power of suppliers. Again, using the Mac example, if you know that it's going to be costly and difficult to switch from Macs in your workplace to the PC, then of course Mac has a degree of power over you as a firm. Purchase product differentiation. Again, if a certain product has these kinds of bells and whistles that make it special, it may be hard to find a suitable substitute for the product that you are currently buying, and that would give suppliers more power over you. If, again, along with differentiation, if the product that you're buying is critical to your operations and is difficult to substitute, again, in those cases, suppliers are pretty much going to be calling the shots. If you as a buyer, though, have the ability to upwardly integrate, and say, you know what, this supplier, I don't like what they're doing, and I have the money to buy a better product, you can do that, and of course that would mean that the supplier would have less power over you, and you could probably bargain more with the suppliers than the suppliers being able to bargain with you. Furthermore, if your industry or you as a client are not critical for the supplier, that gives them more bargaining power. So if you say, you know what, supplier company, I don't like what you're supplying, and I don't like the price, they can say, well, you know what, fine. You are 0.5% of our business. We've got all these other companies that we'll be glad to take what we have to offer. Don't worry about it. Okay? So again, thinking about this holistically, if suppliers are powerful, or the suppliers to a given industry are very powerful, that may discourage you from entering a given industry. Great. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next of Porter's 5 Forces.